Hello my lovelies, if anyone's with me, I'm not quite sure, because I can't pick my phone up right now, because of where I've got it sat. Sorry, I'll be with you guys in a second. I'm just creating some ambience. And I need to wash my hands because I've got soot all over them. I've just done, I've just burnt some Palo Santo just to clear the energy around us, just to make sure there's no negative energy. Just to heal a little bit. Sorry, that tapping you can hear, it's my wind shower on my window, so I need to take it off. I'm just going to grab some music, wash my hands, give everybody time to get on, hopefully. Rice, crispy squares, yummy, chewy, gooey, yeah, marshmallows, squares, gooey, chewy, yummy.
I've got something exciting to show you.
Okay, what now?
With Xero, you can see your business's income and expenses. It shows money going in and out.
Get a clear view of your business's finances with Xero.
These experiments are all washing on the sofa. Just let me turn this down a little. Right then, first and foremost, let's get our hairs tied up so we don't burn our hairs off. Right, I'm really good at that. Right there, Josie, thank you for joining us. Oh, God, my ring's stuck in my ear. Get out. Sorry. Right, so that stuff's out the way. Won't be setting fire to my hair. How are you doing, Josie? You alright, honey? Hope you're all good, sweet. So, this evening I'm going to be doing a love spell candle. I'll just show you with the little ones because actually I've got another one here. What I bought yesterday, it was 50p, it's a bargain. It doesn't smell great, but that's okay. I'll take that little bow off, I think. Right. I'm going to take this off. Maybe I should have done this before I started. Right, I'll leave that for now. So, as I say, I just burnt some Santa Palo. So, it smells quite good and get rid of any negative vibes or anything like that that's going on. I'm going to use some little, I forgot to mention about using some lavender as well in your spell, and breaking up a little bay leaf as well. I'm putting a little bit of bay leaf in there. You can use cinnamon sticks, bit of cinnamon powder or something, rather cinnamon powder. Make it nice and spicy, your spell, what you are creating. I have some candles already made up, the longer ones, and we sell those too for like £7, already anointed, already ready to go, and you can scribe into those too. And I've just got a couple of ingredients here. Got some dragon's blood, some frankincense, and which one is this one? I forgot what I got here. Benzoin, sorry. So that's pretty good for like amplifying your spell, like using that in your amplification. If you do have dragon's blood and you wanted to put that in to protect your love romance between you and your partner, and protect the heart, you can do that as well. Just as long as you're telling your candle as you're creating it, or your thoughts and feelings that you wish to create. So get really deep with your imagination as well. Picture all those really intense moments where you want it really hands-on and you're at ecstasy, and you need to feel that too. You really need to feel it when you're creating a spell. Real raw emotion. Try to put as much emotion as possible into that, and that will help to manifest that spell. Also, I've got some tiny little seashells here, which would be a representation of water, because we relate water to emotions. I'm going to put those into the candle too, and some little rose quartz crystals. I'm going to put those in also. If you have rose quartz and stuff, or if you have a little bigger one and you're using a bigger candle, that's great. If you don't want to use the rose quartz for anything else, stick it in your candle, and you can always clean it up after you've used it. So just go to those bits. I've been adding, I've got some other shell bits here as well, some pink shell bits. I think this was off a bracelet or something that somebody gave me. So in this soil I've got alabaster shell, what was broken. So I chipped it all up, made it really bitty, and put some other crystals and stuff in there, and eggshells, and that's kind of like to protect me on this earth. It was like, because eggshells and stuff is used for protection work, and with your salts. So putting that in your soil or in your protection spells, that's a really good one to use. So I'm going to get on with it anyhow, and then I'm going to go off to bed. Doubt I'll get romantic or anything there, because my kids are in bed with us, so it's like take over. Just going to do a little bay leaf. Sorry, sage. I'm going to grab a bay leaf. I've got some cinnamon here, and I've got some cinnamon sticks and powders. So I'm going to take a tiny little bay leaf, nice little one. See the perfect one I want to use. And I have a pink pen, so I'm going to grab that. I'm just going to write a little something on my bay leaf. I'll tell you what I wrote on my baby. So I wrote romance, love, and you know, just wrote it, you think I'd be able to read it. So love, romance, love, and I wrote sex as well. And I wrote on the other side, ecstasy, ecstasy, wild, hot sex, love, and that's it. That's what I wrote on it. So you can burn that when you light your candle, put it next to the candle, in with the candle, you can crush it up, put it in with your rose petals and your bit of lavender, any other things that you wanted to use. Star anise, that's really good to use. It's good for money spells too, so star anise piece, popping one of those in or breaking it off is a good one to use too. So, just going to get some rose petals. And a big box of bay leaves. No, sorry. How much are they? Sage. Do you know, I was saying today in one of my videos that if you've ever watched Ranga, the kids movie, I'm kind of like, I think it's Buttons or something in Ranga, where she just freezes all the time. that's kind of like me, 100%. So if you see me looking a little bewildered, that's why I've kind of had one of my freeze moments. Okay, so I've got some rose petals. Let's get it down.
Do your best to ignore any stressed or excitable behaviour, both when you leave and when you come back. Engaging with your dog at this time, you're rewarding that behaviour and they're more likely to
I must have them up here already.
This will help boost their
Oh, yeah.
and their behaviour.
Sorry, I was just looking for me the rose petals because these ones have already been anointed with rose oil. So I'll put a couple of those in as well. So
One way to do this is to give your dog a chew and place it on your feet.
there's my rose oil. Really beautiful. So when I'm rolling this onto the candles, let me move that here. So when I'm rubbing rose oil on the candles, I'm kind of like, I'm visualising rubbing oil on each other. I'm visualising a romantic setting where you're comfortable and just exploring each other, using essential oils. So as I'm doing this is what I am thinking. And so you have your own thoughts, what you'd like to put into your anointment. So, and I'm going to do 3 just because everything works better in 3s. Okay. Sorry if this is a little embarrassing for some people. But hey. You need to be clear about things, don't you? A lot gets lost in translation, doesn't it? And especially when it comes to matters of the heart. It's what's the freaking music I'm listening to? I'm more of a rock chick kind of thing. Bit of rap, but I don't mind hard house trance. Anyhow, on with this. And I have some Magick stones too, with the holes right through. So on your altar, if you just put your pink crystals, other crystals that are resemblance of love, romance, confidence, because these are also for self-confidence, and we want to create a lot of that because we don't want no uncomfortableness, and we just want this to be nice and natural, nothing forced. So I'm putting these tiny little shells in because we relate our emotions to water. So I'm going to put those in there. I'm going to put some rose quartz in there because rose quartz is really good for self-love and for romance, for acceptance of yourself, self-love, self-worth, and forgiveness to yourself and others. Just really good crystal to use in any work, really. So there we go. Pop that in there, unless it was like a hit spell, and obviously you wouldn't use rose quartz. So I'm going to peel the petals off, and I'm going to start breaking those up. And if you have any candles left over, and you've done candles before using rose petals and stuff, and if it's been in a setting, especially with you and your partner, and it was a setting where it was really comfortable, then you can use your leftovers. I'll always scrape them out, and you can put those into your spells to bring back that feeling and bring back that emotion to help solidarity with your spell, because you're making your spell as potent as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to put some rose petals in my pestle mortar. I'll put it all in because I want all of my partner, my romantic partner. Don't want him to leave anything out. All eyes on me, baby. So there goes some rose petals. And as I'm doing this, again, I've got thoughts in my head of romantic settings, of being intimate, very much so, and being very comfortable, not having to direct anything, everything's coming natural and really beautiful. I want there to be more romance. I want him to do special things for me, take me to special places that are close to my heart, and to be really romantic with me, hold me, kiss me, really touch my face. Yeah, sorry if any of this sounds uncomfortable, guys. And these are just already petals that have been anointed and dried out, so we're going to put those in. It smells absolutely gorgeous. And I've also got the bay leaf from earlier. I wrote on the bay leaf, I wrote romance, deep love, hot sex, ecstasy, hot sex again, romance and love. So I'm going to break that up. I'm going to do 3 bay leaves, I think, because I like to do things in 3. Got a thing about 3. Just not in lovers though. I was just making that clear. Right, just grab another bay leaf. I hope you can hear me okay. Thank you so much for joining. Please share this around into your groups and with your friends and family if you know anybody that might be interested in doing spells, and I need my pink pen. There we go. So I want another bay leaf too, because I'm going to burn one of those. Sorry about the tapping, it's my wind chime. I put it outside and it's banging the window. So on this one I wrote deep emotions, deep love and emotions, romantic thoughts, gestures, settings. I also put so like I'll just put like intimacy, sharing, love, romance, thoughtful, playful, excitement. Okay, so I'm going to break that one up into here too, and then the last one I'm going to burn that with the candle when I actually set it on fire to create that, okay, that effect. You can save it when you make your candle if you want, for when you get a chance to be with your partner and light it then, but I suggest you do it before then, and maybe do another one for that experience when you're both together and you want it to go a little further, you're feeling a bit frisky or whatever. So yeah, those are in the bowl. Okay, so now I'm going to add a bit of lavender, a bit of pillow talk, yeah. I want it to talk nice and nervous to me. I've already anointed the candles with the oil, and as you're doing that, just like imagine maybe oiling each other or something, or oiling yourself if you're doing this for self-love, because it's for both, okay? It's for either self-love or romance. If you're doing romance, you want to do two, okay? So one for you and one for him. And so I have my candles here. I've used some rose quartz, some shells in that. The shells are representation of water, and water being the emotions, okay. As I was saying earlier, you can use cinnamon and stuff like that to make it nice and spicy, like cinnamon powder. We need some glitter, yeah. If you haven't got pink, you can use purple, but glitter really adds to that effect and creating that spell. So on these little these tiny little tea-like ones, I'm just going to put one crystal in, okay. You can always get them back out after you've burnt them. Like I say, I've saved my burnings and stuff to add to my other ones, because I've still got a lot of power left in them. And you can use dragon's blood to protect the pair of you, to protect that love and romance that you've got between you both. You can use a bit of mirth in there too, a bit of bay leaf, which I've put in, and you can use powders such as cinnamon powder. That'd be a good one to use. Anything basically pink and red, you can kind of put in there, but obviously research what you're putting in there first as well. I've just got these little cranberry, I think. No, they're not cranberry, they're way too small for cranberry. They could actually be cranberry, because they're dry, aren't they? I can't remember what they are, but they look nice and red, so it looks like it'll offer some depth to this spell that I'm creating. So I'm just going to throw a bit of that in there, okay? And it smells so good too. I have some moon water here, and this moon water is from our eclipse moon that we had back in May or August, I can't remember the actual month that it were, and I'm going to pour some of that into the candle. I know that sounds really strange, but I'm not actually pouring it in, I'm just like flicking it, yeah? So I don't want to soak the candle, I just want to flick it a little bit. So if you just put your finger in it and just flick that off like that. And I've got like sun and moon here as well to represent our sun moon rising together. Without no sun there is no moon and stuff. So deep stuff. And you can also take your ingredients and you can pop them into your cauldrons. Sorry, I do apologise. So yeah, you can pop your the rest of your ingredients into your cauldron to burn, just to set that out into the universe. So so now I'm going to add the glitter, and when I add the glitter, that kind of like is making this become something, okay? This is putting that sparkle onto it to set it into the stars sort of thing. So these are all the things. I put the glitter on last. I don't put it in with my bowl and my mixture. I just sprayed a little bit on top last. And it's a good idea to get something that you can use to scribe with, okay? If you want to scribe the candles also, that's a really good thing to do. Sorry, I do apologise. I was just going to go up to bed and then I thought, oh no, sod it, I'm just going to quickly do this, because I'd been wanting to get some spellwork done for you guys, to have a go at it with you. I don't want to usually I keep throwing it on in big piles. So I'm just imagining all that glitter like showering down on me and my romantic partner, yeah? Thinking of that glitter like showering down as like stars, like just covering our bodies and glittering us all up, you know, super attractive and super irresistible, you know. We are trying to create this great emotion that is so beautiful to share between yourself and another person, and not everybody has a chance of that, you know, and it's kind of upsetting, that it really is. So, and here's my last bay leaf. Okay, so I'm going to light one of these little ones for you and set the intention and cast it out. Okay, and when I've done that, I think, no, I'll do that after. So, sorry, I've got my selenite wand here, so I was just thinking, should I cast my circle now or after? So I'll just do it after I've lit the candle. Okay, and I'm going to light the candle from from another candle. Oh shit, yeah, I was meant to do it. Can't believe I just did that. Oh well. And this will tell you also if your spell worked or not, because if you look at the way that the smoke goes, sorry, I've had one of my moments again. So if you look at the way that the smoke goes, if it goes east, it's worked. If it goes straight up, it's worked. If it starts blowing south, possibly it hasn't worked, and you need to practice that either daily or weekly until you've mastered it, yeah? So remember to look which way your smoke's going when you burn your bay leaf, and check if your spell is successful, if it has success with it. Okay, so I'm just going to write another bay leaf because I can't believe I did that. Kind of confused myself, which is not a hard thing to do, believe me. Oh, seriously, no way. Come on. You know, my phone is like really annoying. What the hell? I do apologise for this, guys. But this is what it's like. I mean, it's 12 o'clock at night now and somebody's ringing. So it's like, please be respectful that we have families and stuff. I really, I can't stress that enough. You know, I get that some people are different time zones, but please, you know, you're pissing me off and we're going into my spell, you twat. It's definitely love, ecstasy, confidence, because I want us to be confident with each other and not fearing anything. So now I'm going to light the candle. Okay, and then just give it a minute or two to go out, and I'm going to be also keep putting your thoughts, your feelings into that candle, what that flame represents to you. The flame is about your passion, it's your heart's desires, yeah? So you need to be thinking to yourself what you desire from that person. Hi Gabrielle, thank you for joining. Sorry, I kind of got my phone on a little bit of a wobble. Hi Lily Arana, is it? Sorry, I am really bad at reading. I've got really bad reading. But I do apologise for it. I'll just call you Lily. Thank you for joining, Lily. I really do appreciate it. I hope you find this interesting, and like it's quite a bit of fun too. So we're going to work out whether or not the spells work. So if we try and keep an eye on the smirk, see where the smirk's going. She's present being attacked by a fly. I love how they that looks good actually. That looks really good. I'm pleased with that. Whoa, he's going again. That looks looking even better. Yeah. I like that. So I might be in for it. I might be in for a good time. So yeah, that was my love spell, candle spell. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm gonna just do my wand bit. Obviously take your wand or your crystal in your left hand or less positive hand. But because it's a spell, I'm going to put it in my right hand because that's my more positive hand. And I'm creating a spell, putting that emotion into it. Remember, as much emotion as possible. You really want to like get your emotion into that. Okay. So. By the power invested in me, I cast this spell out into the universe. Namaste. Okay, that's my spell complete. As I say, I hope that everybody enjoyed it. I hope you get to try it and share us around, please. Put us in your group, share us with your family, your friends. If anybody has any questions and would like to ask me anything, I'm going to be sitting around for about 10 minutes before we go upstairs to bed. So I'm now going to just take the rest of my ingredients and I'll probably burn them in there a bit later. So I really hope that everyone enjoyed it and that you have a great evening. Much love to everybody. Good night, God bless, take care. Bye bye. Thank you for joining.